What is up, Saints? It's your boy. I'm back with another Christian Man Reacts video. This time we're going to be doing something a little different. This is just my third attempt at doing these reaction videos. Still trying to get used to this, getting into the flow of things. Getting used to doing videos in general, so perhaps, as we go along, I'll clean it up, make it look better, more aesthetically pleasing. But right now, just kind of having fun with it, just doing my own thing, trying to loosen up and have some fun, doing something that I enjoy. And, I've talked about how I've always enjoyed, or at least recently, I've enjoyed getting into reaction videos. And I wanted to do something that was clean, something that's wholesome, that Christians can enjoy. And so I thought it'd be cool to do a Christian Reacts. And we've looked at music, we looked into some preaching last time, and this is my third attempt at this, and we're going to get into something that's new to me, something I'm unfamiliar with, and that's Christian stand-up comedy. Never been a big stand-up comedy guy. I've always had a good sense of humor, but I've always been more like in general in life, I have like a self-depreciating sense of humor. And then I've always enjoyed more slapstick kind of humor. So I never really gave stand-up comedy all that much of a chance. Don't know why. It just never appealed to me. I guess seemed kind of boring. Seemed like, why do I want to go sit and just watch a guy tell jokes? But so this is something new. I think I've watched like maybe just a handful of stand-up comedians in my life, and usually just little clips, never watched something all the way through. But that's what we're gonna do here. We're gonna check out a guy I've never heard of. It looks like his name is John Crist. Let me pull it up here for a second. So yeah, this guy's name is John Crist. Never heard of him before, never seen anything of his before. I don't know if it's going to be funny or not. I guess I have this bias in my head that Christian comedy is always going to be kind of cheesy and lame. Either that or it's going to be irreverent and kind of like, sketchy. So we're going to check this out and see what happens. This is John Crist, Christian comedy set. 15-minute clip here, so we're just going to jump right into it.
Yeah. We're thrilled to be out here with you guys. Tim's going to be here out in a little bit. My name is John Crist. I'll be your host. No applause for me. Okay, that's cool. I got no. Wow. Oh, yeah. Get to Hawkins. Okay, that's everybody. Kind of funny. Most important thing you need to know about me, you guys, I was homeschooled. Yes. Yeah. Hey, listen, a lot of people make fun of homeschool. A lot of people make fun of homeschool. I don't, okay? To me, it was like the goodest thing that ever happened to me. Okay? Okay, does everybody get that? Are we good? It's just a warm-up. Wow, that doesn't sound right to me. My dad was a preacher. I grew up in church. You know what that means? I was the worst-behaved kid in church. And you can laugh at that joke. The PKs aren't even in here right now. They're out in the parking lot vandalizing your car. So you're good. I had to move to a new city. You guys haven't found a church yet to go to in Denver, so I've been giving my tithe money to this Christian organization that feeds the hungry. Chick-fil-A. That's right. It's a miracle. Wow. Okay.
What's up with Christians and
Chick-fil-A?
Man,
this is I read this the other day. This is not even made up. I read that the most popular baby name for a baby girl this year could be barista. I don't even have a joke for that. I'm just reporting the news. What? Like, way to set your kid up for a lifetime of success. Here's our daughter barista. Here's our son fry cook. Wow. Just name your kid a normal name. I was eating dinner the other day at the restaurant, and the server, I'm not making this up, the server, her name tag said waitress. I was like, excuse me, waitress? She's like, it's Watrice. I was like, oh.
That's kind of fun.
Just name your kid a normal name. My parents named every kid in our family a Bible name. Parents, you gotta stop doing that. Just because you name a kid a Bible name doesn't mean he's gonna be a good kid.
Christians do that a lot. It's like searching the scriptures, trying to find something unique. and start seeing kids named Methuselah.
I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure in 6th grade a kid named Jesus stole my bike. And people are now, they're naming their kids Bible names. They're not even reading the Bible anymore, it seems like. After a show the other day, this couple comes up to me. He's like, here's our 2 sons, Judas and Goliath. I was like, those aren't the good characters. Yeah, if you're a Christian, if you're not a Christian in here tonight and you don't get that joke, you better just laugh along because the Christians are judging you right now. I knew it about him.
So I have this thing. I don't know what it is, but I feel like a lot of times people just laugh because other people laugh. I'm going to try not to do that. I'm going to try to keep it real with you. I'm going to try only to laugh if I find something funny. A lot of times, I guess, laughter is contagious. People just hear other people laughing and they laugh. If the joke's cheesy or lame, I'm going to let you know it's cheesy or lame.
I am happy to be here. God's blessed me. I've been giving to my church pretty good, but I try to tithe as much as I can. It seems like everywhere you go, they're asking you for money, doesn't it? Even the fast food restaurants, they asking you for money. You're just trying to order fast food. Like, sir, would you be willing to donate $1 to help at-risk children? Oh, slow down. You're going to ask me in front of the whole place right now? Sir, do you even care about children? Like, I'm not ready to make a decision on saving kids' lives right now. I'm trying to decide between a McChicken and a McDouble, all right? I'm not ready for this. Really, sir? And Chipotle, they do it different. Instead of asking for a whole $1, they just round up to the next dollar to support whatever issue they got going on. Last time I was at Chipotle, my meal's $7.98. And the lady looks at the register, looks at me and goes, sir, would you be willing to donate 2 cents to help the children? Nah, I'm good. No extra expenditures. I'm on step 1 of the Dave Ramsey plan.
That's for real, though. Goodwill does that, too. I go to Goodwill a lot because I like looking for cheap books there. They usually have some good... well, sometimes you can find some good books there, but they always want to round up to help the employees. Like, aren't you employees getting an hourly wage? What do you mean round up? Like... I don't know. Out of principle, like, I'll usually just say no. No. Pay what I pay. You pay your employees. I don't know if that's right or wrong, but... And he's right. They do put you on the spot, all the time at the grocery store and stuff. Would you like to give $1 to help feed the homeless? It's like, man, he's right, man. I wasn't prepared for all that.
Man, you know what I'm saying?
Make you feel bad.
Wow. Better than I deserve. Sometimes you gotta mine a certain topic to find the humor there as a comedian. Sometimes God will just hand you one free. Last time I was in McDonald's, not even making this up. Lady goes, sir, in McDonald's, sir, would you be willing to donate $1 to help stop childhood obesity? We're at McDonald's. What are we gonna do? Just raise enough money to close this place down? She's gonna put skinny doors in this place so husky kids can't get in? Every Happy Meal come with a pair of running shoes? I don't know, you guys. It's not up to me. I try to grow up, I try to be mature, but my roommates is not good. All my roommates ever do all day is play video games all day. I'm like, guys, we gotta stop playing video games. Like, John, we're different, man. We only play games that are rated M for mature. I was like, they make video games rated M for mature? Doesn't that exclude everybody that plays video games? How does that work? What's the new Call of Duty that just came out? Any of the kids know? Call of Duty, the new one? Yeah, go. The next one's coming out next summer. It's going to be impossible to beat. It's called Call of Duty to Move Out of Your Parents' Basement. It's going to be, it's just going to be... How do you beat this one? Get a job. That's how you beat that one. It is... My roommates love to play the Wii. They love the Wii. If you don't know anything about the Wii, basically the whole premise of it is to take things you're terrible at and put them in video game format so you can succeed at them. So if you're unathletic and uncoordinated, you're probably awesome at Wii golf, all in one. If you're white, you probably got high scores on Wii Hip Hop Dance Revolution. Just...
Look, maybe I'm unreasonable on this, but I don't like white and black jokes. I don't like that continuing that divisive narrative. I don't like people saying, "Oh, that's a white thing," or "Oh, that's a black thing," as if skin color somehow determines what people like and what they don't. That's a cultural thing. That's an upbringing thing. Like, we got to stop with all that, skin color nonsense. That's a personal rant of mine. That's an evolutionary eugenics nonsense that somehow different skin colors are different race. Like, they even, it's called racism, and when you go to fill out paperwork, it says, what race are you? There's only one race. Scriptures tell us in Acts 17 we're all made from one blood. There is no white, there is no black. We are the same. That's just different melanin tones, different pigmentation of the skin. Got nothing to do with people. It's got nothing to do with what you think is funny, what you don't think is funny, what you do or what you don't do, what you eat or what you don't eat. And we got to quit promoting that divisive nonsense. That's all just cultural upbringing. If you're raised in that culture, then you're going to like certain types of music or certain foods. But that's got nothing to do with your skin color. It's just got to do with the culture you were brought up in. And when people try to make light of it, when they make jokes like that, like, oh, white people do this or black people do that, you're just continuing that narrative. And yeah, I get it. It's supposed to be a funny joke, but that whole divisive nonsense has got to stop.
Wow. So I was at the store the other day to find a game for my roommate. I brought it home for him. I was like, hey, dude, I got a game for you. It's called We Pay Rent. I was real sheltered growing up. I didn't realize how sheltered I was until last time I went home. I was actually looking through a photo album. I saw a picture of me and my brother in the bathtub together. You guys, I was 17. I'm sorry. I'm a little close for that. I feel like I just realized that my parents kind of like changed the Bible stories to fit their parenting strategy. Any parents do that? I always thought you get leprosy from not wearing sunblock at the pool. I was like, this didn't seem right. My parents never had a sip of alcohol in their entire lives, never drank in their entire lives. My favorite Bible story was when Jesus turned all that water into sweet tea. That was great. Yeah, it's a miracle. Here's my parents' rule in the house growing up. They said no movies that aren't realistic, so we couldn't watch like Terminator or Die Hard because they said those movies aren't realistic. I was like, Dad, this rule doesn't make any sense. You just made us watch a movie where Bible characters are being played by vegetables. Really? Veggie Tales. Thanks for. Are you gonna do that the whole show? You explain jokes? Is that what's happening? It's Veggie Tales. Just give her a second. She could have got it on your own. You know what VeggieTales is. Both of them in the bathtub. It's funny because you're not supposed to do that at 17. Oh, okay. Thanks, ma'am. I appreciate that. Wow. Wow. Listen, I think homeschool, that might be the solution. Homeschool might be the way, because I know some kids, they're 4 and 5 years old. My buddy asked them to come out and watch his kids play soccer. I got out there 3 minutes late, walk out to the soccer field. I'm like, hey, what's the score? My buddy goes, we don't keep score here. All these kids are winners. You do that here in St. Louis? I was like, all these kids are winners. That kid's got his jersey on inside out and he's chasing a butterfly. That kid's not a winner. It's not even made up. They've outlawed the use of red pen in the school district because red is too aggressive of a color for kids. For real, they're going to see the color red and be reminded of their failures. When they get older, they're going to see red and be insecure. I don't even have a joke for them. I'm just reporting the news. What? Like, here's the grading system for all of us coming through school. A, B, C, D, F. Like, we skipped a letter to make sure kids knew they were failures. You can't give a kid an E for more effort? No. F. Failure. Like, one time in high school, I got an F with an exclamation point on it. Just... Kids need to learn to succeed and fail, right, everybody?
You said it was homeschooled.
Yeah. I think it's
missed the
good
joke
for a
there.
kid to
Chris
create
said
a
his mom
culture of
gave him that
failure
F.
in his life so then he can get older and play for the Rams. You know what I'm saying? Just I've been waiting a year to tell that joke, you guys. I was like, where is he going with this one? I'm just saying, kids need to learn to succeed and fail. It's good for kids. My neighborhood this year, no more diving board at the pool. No more diving board because last summer some idiot kid tried to go off the diving board with his eyes closed. That's not the time to laugh. Wow, okay. Kid's getting hurt, yeah. Slow down, man. Kid went over to the diving board with his eyes closed, laying on the concrete, and they were like, no more diving board. It's not safe for kids. America, that is not the solution, okay? If kids want to be idiots, we gotta start weeding some of these kids out. Come here, buddy, yeah. Yeah.
I like how he incorporates
There's
the
no
crowd.
bike ramps, there's no diving boards, and you wonder
Shows
why you
wit,
got grown
you
men
gotta have
walking
that
around
quick
in
wit.
skinny jeans. I'm just saying. Some people are just dumb these days, you guys. You ever seen somebody and you're like, really? And they do something stupid and they get hurt and they're like, God's just really testing me. Like, no, that's gravity. Okay, that's not. I mean, I'm a Christian, but I look at some people sometimes and I'm like, even Jesus ain't taking that wheel. Jesus probably would, but no! Take your wheel and your rims. No, wow, don't cheer for that. I'm just saying, kids need to learn. That's my premise, you guys. Kids need to learn. Anybody seen a trampoline in 2014? You seen a new trampoline? My buddy's got one. It's got like 360-degree netting around the whole thing, you know? Padding on everything metal. There's like an escalator to get up onto that thing. We don't want any kids getting hurt on the trampoline. Like, I'm pretty sure when I was growing up, you would get tetanus just climbing onto the trampoline. Remember at trampolines, springs be popping off, hitting kids in the face? I'm a skinny kid. I got double bounce, not made up. Double bounce landed with a spring right between my legs. And none of the kids stopped jumping. The spring was still going like this. My dad saw the whole thing. He's like, walk it off! I was like, oh, God. Not anymore, you guys. 2 weeks ago, I was driving down my neighborhood, not made up. I saw 2 kids jumping on a trampoline with helmets on. Like, we used to pull the trampoline up to the house, get the neighborhood fat kid on the roof to try to bounce us into the neighbor's pool. Yes. We need to teach the kids responsibility. And the churches, these churches aren't doing the kids any favors either. You ever been into this? I have a big mega church I go to. Like, we're just a church that knows you by name here. We're a family. And then you see this sign up on the screen. Can we please have the parent of child 4, 6, Z, 9, or 5, Alpha 7? Like, that's a child. That kid's gonna need counseling when he gets older. I say we put the kid's name up there and what he's doing. Yeah. I bring friends to that church, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you gotta come to my church. Last week, Jimmy pooped in Noah's Ark. But I've been in church my whole life. I kind of get the language, you know what I'm saying? I kind of know how to survive in church. But I was sitting in the back of church the other day. We were singing that song, How He Loves Us. You know that song? Guy next to me leans over and goes, dude, who's Howie? Explain that one. Yeah, go ahead. Stupid. I'm just saying. Listen. I try to be mature as I can, but I'm single and make a living as a stand-up comedian. Every time I go home, there's 2 tables. There's the parents' table and there's the kids' table. Guess which table they seat me at? Yeah, the kids' table was like, gonna sit at the kids' table. Now stop. Listen, the kids' table is awesome. Okay. Yeah. Why would you want to hear Dave's story about the middle class tax cuts when you can hear Dylan's story about how one night all of his stuffed animals came to life and they snuck out and robbed a bank? Yeah. I want to listen to that story. My uncle's like trying to impress everybody, talk about his 401k. My nephew snorted a noodle up his nose and pulled it out of his mouth, you guys. I looked over and said, what are you doing? He was like, You guys, my name is John Crist. Thank you guys so much for coming.
Alright, so that's my first reaction video to some Christian comedy. John Crist. Yeah, it's alright. You know, I give it like a 5 out of 10. He had some funny jokes in there. He made some astute observations. I like how the dude was incorporating the crowd. Like, I like that kind of wit. To me, like, that kind of comedy, that intelligence, where you can be quick like that and you can just work off of other people and make jokes. I think that's kind of why I like, or why I don't like, or haven't been drawn to stand-up comedy. Because, like, just standing there telling rehearsed jokes, like, I don't know, it's just not my forte. But that was alright. It was enjoyable. He had some funny things, some pretty common observations about Christians, like with the Chick-fil-A, with Veggie Tales. Like, I don't know why there's this whole Christian church culture that's like mimicking pop culture, where we have these icons and like everybody's gravitating towards those icons. Not saying that Chick-fil-A or Veggie Tales are bad. Like, I appreciate Chick-fil-A and what, you know, shutting down on Sundays and standing for good wholesome values and whatnot. But I don't know, I'm kind of turned off by that whole pop culture identity, like where everybody's got to be in the same mold. All Christians like Chick-fil-A and all Christians watch Veggie Tales. So, but that's neither here nor there. That was kind of enjoyable. Like I say, I give it a 5 out of 10. We'll check out some other Christian comedy here in the future. But anyways, that's what I got. And Lord willing, we'll talk to you next time. All right, I love you guys. Later.